for you today. I'm going to be interviewing Phoenix Zoo Stingray trainer Mary Belko.
Hey, how are ya?
Good. How are you? Thank you so much for having
Good.
me.
Thanks for coming and meeting my crazy stingrays.
Oh, I'm so excited. I've heard and read so much about these beautiful animals. I can't wait to talk about them more in person.
So, as you can see, they're very excited that you're here because that means they just got to look good. Right? So coming up right here is our biggest girl, weighing in at about 50 pounds. This is Dolly Parton. She is just beautiful. So we have about 40 of them in here, as well as some blue spotted ribbon tails and some bamboo chains.
Great. So a good bit of breeds in here.
Yeah.
Now, so you're a stingray trainer at the Phoenix Zoo, but tell me a little bit about how you got here. Did you start out and always train animals?
So the typical path is, of course, biology, which most of the people at the zoo have, or marine biology. There's not much typical about me, so I have a business degree.
Okay.
I'm from Michigan State University, and I worked in aerospace, and I worked as a photographer for many years as well. And then we moved to the desert. I've been a diver my whole life, and I desperately miss the ocean. Came to the Phoenix Zoo to photograph, fell in love with the rays, and then just kind of worked my way in. The Phoenix Zoo is great about giving people opportunities, so I volunteered. They taught me about the rays, and I just feel that if you work super hard and learn and try, that you can pretty much do what you want. So luckily that's worked out for me.
I like that. That's such a great message. You know, I always tell people that even if you don't necessarily have a degree, if you're passionate about something and you put in the effort, you volunteer, and you show people how passionate you are and how much you care, it'll eventually pay off.
You know, honestly, everything helps, and this field is extremely competitive, so I highly recommend people to get biology degrees, marine biology degrees, but it also doesn't have to limit you. People ask me all the time, you know, you've been doing this forever. I've been here for about 5 years. I just kind of am obsessed, which is a good quality. I read everything that I can. I go to every aquarium that I can. This is my passion, and I hope that it shows. And so,
Yeah, so they get fed all the time. I've been, you know, this is a public touch thing, so people can come here and, you know, they can experience things.
they do. We do it a couple of different ways. We started where it was time for the rays, and they had set feeding time because we wanted guests to experience it. We wanted the rays to be fed well. But the rays have become so accustomed to people and enjoy that we now feed all day long. A set amount of food, but that gives people the ability to feed all day. That gives the rays a chance to interact with them. And then I always keep a breakfast and end of the day because I get in and check and make sure everybody's okay. I know, Annie, thank you. And it's important that I do a body conditioning check because I want to make sure everybody is fed.
That is so cool. So they do get, like, you know, it's not just they're here. They get individual care multiple times a day.
Well, they do. They are, I like to consider them the pets of Arizona. And people should fall in love with them. And they're amazing to fall in love with. But we have a vet staff that treats each and every one of them. They call them by name. They are looked at by not only myself and the other keepers here on our vet staff. We do body conditioning. We do behavioral enrichment so that they're always got something to do, something to play with. Our bamboo shark is going to come over and check us out. We do training with them. They are loved beyond belief, and that's not just for me, but they are loved beyond belief. So it's very cool.
Now, speaking of love beyond belief, so there's a couple reasons that I followed you on Facebook or on Instagram, but I had read articles about the work that you've been training them. I just thought it was so cool, and I finally realized, oh, there's a training lady on Instagram. This is the same person that I've been reading about. So, them being loved, a lot of people on my channel I know are familiar with the story of Reba. I've been trying to figure out which one is her as they swim by. But can you tell me Reba's story?
So it's great that you can't pick her out, and I love that because Reba was a challenge, and the hard part for Reba was she was an assisted birth. Stingrays in general have very cow-nose rays have a lot of trouble with delivering babies in the wild and in captivity. It's called dystocia. I think it gets stuck. So we looked into it because we have a happy bay, and when we have a happy bay, we have a very reproductive bay. Reba got stuck inside of mom. The normal gestation cycle is 9 to 12 months. It had extended much farther than that. We're not exactly sure when because we don't know exactly when mom became gravid or pregnant. So the vet staff had to go in and actually help Reba's mom to deliver her. We thought she was okay. And then over the next few months, there were definitely things that she had problems with. There were things in her eyes that we would see and it would go away. She would spin, she would climb the wall, which is called spy hopping. She just displayed, she would be in pain some days, we would give her meds and think, oh, tomorrow's not going to be a good day. And then she'd be fine. So this went on for 2 years. But Reba, and why she's named Reba, because she's after Reba McIntyre, Reba's a fighter. And Reba refused to give up, and we refused to give up. Reba has come back from huge challenges. My best part of Reba's story is we have her sectioned off in this back part of the pool because we wanted to protect her. And she would come out for a little bit, and then she would suddenly turn for the worst. She was spy hopping. She would climb these walls. She would get this abrasion on her face. I actually had to put in fake help against the wall because she didn't like it. We would put it sporadically in places and teach her to not climb on the wall. Yes, on my resume, I taught her to swim. So we put her out and she started swimming normally. And then she was having a little bit of aggression for one of the boys who thought she was cute. And it was a little too early for Reba, so I had to put her back inside there. She started spy hopping at 10-minute intervals. And we were really concerned, but what Reba was explaining to us was that she didn't want to be in there anymore. So the minute that I released her, she swam normal out with the rest of the fever. So I don't know who's the smarter one, but I'm going to go with Reba because she taught me, she knew that when I put her in there and she was spy hopping, I didn't like it. So she did a negative behavior and I tried something else and she swam normal. So I think that's quite brilliant.
All right, so we're finding Reba.
Here's our beautiful Reba. Here's our pretty girl. Oh, Reeds.
Yes, our
Want to grab a piece of fish? Want to feed her? Come on, Reedy. So Reba's very social. We're going to put it like that. Here, I'm going to show you. We're going to like just put it right in her mouth. So grab another one. Go ahead. No, silly. Oh my goodness. We're so mistreated.
She's got food. I know she's got food. I want some.
Oh my goodness. So, well, you're fine. You're fine. Alright, so put it like an ice cream cone in your hand. And in the water, because we watch our fingers, and Annie wants to say hi. There you go. Oh, there. Oh, you're all so mistreated. I don't think so. Here, you want to get another one? Because you left about 39 of them out.
Ice cream cone.
All the way under, so make it swim over your hand. Right there, you got it right there. So if you notice, they are accustomed to me because of them feeling my heartbeat. They know who I am, they associate and they trust. So they're very smart. If you were to get in the water, at first they're a little timid, these guys, and then they super warm up to you. Obviously, again, not something to do in the wild, but here they're so used to us. Go ahead.
You know, you mentioned the wild. Something I always grew up hearing.
Oh my goodness.
Was if you get walking on the beach in the sand or in the ocean, shuffle your feet into the Stingray shuffle. I didn't notice you kind of like shuffling through the sand.
So yes, rays when they barb or when they shoot somebody, you always hear of that. And it's very painful, and people talk about that. It's because they're surprised. So these tails that they have, these long tails, that's a sensory system. Oh my goodness. So hungry. You have been eating this whole time. Goodness. Yes, you have. Oh my goodness. So that's their sensory system. So if they're surprised and you put 150 pounds on these guys, they don't have much of a choice but then to stab you, have the barb break off so that they can swim away because they're afraid. They're just trying to escape. If they can just swim away, they will do that first. So a lot of times you just shuffle your feet so they know that you're coming and they don't want anything to do with you. And they'll leave. There's Reba. You just fed your girl. Hey, Reeves. Good job. There's Reba. And look at, she's just normal as can be. Every once in a while she's got a little towel and she'll do something silly for me, but normally, oh, that's so good. You just got to feed her. And I tell people that all the time and they're like, because a lot of people got really attached to Reba when she was struggling. So she's our success story. It took a village to save that little girl. And the part I love about the Phoenix Zoo is we all did that, and that was never a question. We all just worked to save her. And, you know, one little stingray out of 40, and she was extremely important. So I'm proud of us for that.
You know, that's one thing I gotta say about zookeeper and aquarium professionals. They generally will do anything for their animals. There's a hurricane coming through, man, they're gonna hunker down with their animals and make sure that everything's okay. You know, it might take you a 15-hour day's worth of work, but you're gonna make sure at the end of the day before you go home.
Well, we care about them, you know, very, very much. We spend a lot of time with them. And it's important to us for a lot of reasons. People always will ask, you know, we love these animals, but yet they're in captivity. They're working just like we work. And they serve a very, very important purpose. They teach people about the wild, people that never would get to interact, maybe never even get to dive with them. So otherwise, they can be slaughtered senselessly, they can be feared, but people come in and they're like, they love you, they are attached to you, and they might not get the same experience, but they can see through me that these are amazing animals that are just trying to do their thing, you know, we need to respect them, you know? And that's why we're here. We need to help things, and oh my goodness, it felt like an infomercial, but it's true, you need to help things in the wild. And they're super cool. Yeah. And they're super cool. I look at that. It is pretty cool, huh, baby? So we have babies in here. We have, you know, ones that are a couple years old. And then we have some that have been wild caught. We don't do that anymore, and we support a lot of the different facilities by when they reproduce, sending them to other facilities so they don't have to take from the wild.
All right, so let's talk about some stingray.
Okay. So, kind of the stuff that a lot of people look for when they get into this profession, and I'm not gonna lie, I love it too, because especially with these guys, they are untapped potential. People don't know what they can do, and so when you start learning that they're, you know, affectionate, or if they come up, you know, and they're socializing, that means you must be fed. You know, it's really cool to start to understand them and then to work with them. It's not just to show people like a party favor, but the more that they participate, the more that we can treat them and medically treat them and to protect them. So, like I said, we are a happy, healthy bay that's usually pregnant. So, what I like to do with the rays, so we'll sit down and come here, and I can get Annie to stop and come up. You're okay. Oh. And Annie will let us ultrasound her baby. Oh, and I can see exactly how she's doing. Good girl. Thank you, Annie. Sometimes it's a food reward, and sometimes it's just a good background with nice feeling. But to ask the ray that always swims to stop and trust, that means that there's an injury sugary, or if the others was a little chunky, then she actually is pregnant. And it's, some are better than others, some have good days and some don't. But when we ask them to come over, come on. Here comes Dolly. Can you come up? All the way, you're okay. You're okay. Go girl, all the way. Come on, go girl. Go girl, you're okay. Go girl. So one of the challenges is that the boys will come up, and slowing of swimming also means maybe you're available and they're not. So I can understand that. But that trust. Another thing that we do is we'll do hoop training.
This is what I saw.
We started it slow. It was started with Annie a while ago by some other keepers. And we come here. Annie knows the hoop. Can you take it? Can you swim? Thank you. Annie likes to cheat. She'll bring it right back around. Maybe not. Come on. I'm right here. Come on, right here. Good girl. That's a good girl. That's nice. So Annie will take it and swim with it. Sometimes she'll circle the whole forward. Sometimes she'll just keep bringing it back. The other ones have displayed interest. Okay, your turn. And we do it at a much slower level. We always do it participative. If they don't want to, it's okay. You want to try? You want to take it? You going to think about it? No? All right. Want to take it? Good. We don't let her go far because we don't want it to be a negative experience ever. Okay. Good job. Good job. But she's trusting me. She's picking it up. It's usually the problem of competition.
Everybody wants to play.
Everybody wants to play. But it's also a form of enrichment because, as you can tell, they are not running and hiding from me. No, I know.
Like the training stuff that I've done with some of the fish and the stingrays at my job, it's so fascinating to watch them learn because it's really baby steps of approximation. People kind of do one thing, just letting it be comfortable and sit there, and then next thing you know, they're swimming around with it. And
It's so cool, and people light up when they see that, and they look at them completely different. But we've kept the secret from you, haven't we, guys? So they have another skill that I haven't shared with you. A special training skill, and they're going to make you a picture. What? So they, of course. So everything that we do has to be animal safe, just in case it doesn't get out of the bag, non-toxic.
oh my gosh.
But this is their claim to fame right now. Today, some more. So we put down some base or some white. And we do 2 or 3 colors just to be a little creative. Now, we're going to bowl on it. This is my part of participation. And I am not an artist. So you may kind of taste the more base that you take this, just in case it doesn't go well. That approves everything that we do here. We clear with the rest because their safety and well-being is the most important part. Okay, that's lovely. Now, that's blobs. We need to make that into artwork. So the challenge is the water, because everything has to be underwater. So we're going to seal it. And now we're going to see what they do. Who wants to participate today? Who wants to participate? So we're going to come out here. You going to go back around? You want to try? So for some of them, they're just learning. Oh, all right, that was a good try. And some of them are very good at it. You gonna come up too? Come here. All right, you want to try it again? Yeah. So when she's opening her loops, she's exploring. Come here, darling. Come on, baby girl. All right. You gonna try or what? Oh, goodness. That's a good girl. And they start to suck on that board, and they start to move that paint around for us. And you're going to get a bunch of love marks from a Stingray. And I think that is awesome. There's my painter. Come on, Annie. Let's see what you got. Oh, yeah. Good girl. That's nice. You want to get that spot there? Yeah. That's beautiful. All right. Now, we have to do the big unveiling. So cool. It is definitely a one-of-a-kind artwork. There we go. I'm going to have you pull that up for me. Perfect. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that. So you can see where she's pulled it down with her loads. You have Annie and her friend's little imprint.
Look at that!
And you have a one-of-a-kind Stingray original from the Peanut Zoo.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This is really cool. You know, you guys don't know this, but we filmed an interview over Skype probably 2 months ago, and this is us refilming it because we had all sorts of technical difficulties. I'm so glad that we did.
And it was so much fun because we were truly excited, and I can tell how much you care about them. And I just love to share what they can do. So I am so appreciative that you came out and met these crazies, and I hope you come back and visit us.
I cannot wait. All right, thank you so much, Mary. It's been an absolute joy.
Thanks for coming. Thank you so much.